black, oftentimes referred to as blue-black. And this dark color of their tongue is just thought to be an adaptation that acts as a sunscreen essentially, because their tongues are exposed for quite a lot of the day while they're eating all those tasty, yummy leaves up above. The way they're going to eat those leaves up above them is with their prehensile tongue. Prehensile just means to grasp, so wrapping around and grasping on a thing, a lot like our hands and fingers can. Hands are also prehensile. Got a couple of them laying down, having a little bit of a rest here with a sable antelope below them, or above them rather. Giraffe laying down, especially the adults, is not a very common behavior that you'll see giraffes doing. It's a pretty vulnerable position to be in when they are laying down. Giraffes do most things standing up, like sleeping or giving birth. Because when you have those 6-foot long stilt legs and you got a lion coming running at you, it's not going to be the really most quick or graceful process to get up. But when giraffes do get up and running, they can hit up to 35 miles an hour. While the dark coloration again for them, remember, dark color of the giraffe tongue is a sunscreen for them, prevents the sunburn. We have some more dark coloration on the savannas up ahead here in the Cape Buffalo. They're the dark brown, almost black colored cattle laying partway up the grass with their short, upright, curving horns. And what the dark color is doing for them is actually going to be the opposite of camouflage, which is interesting because typically most prey animals on the savannas want to blend in and to help evade predators, but not these guys. They're doing it a little bit different. You don't want to mess with the Cape Buffalo because, well, they'll probably mess with you back and win. That is how they're going to ward off predators and threats. They use that sheer size to their advantage and do a behavior called mobbing. Exactly what it sounds like. They gather up all close together into one big tight group to charge as this one unit, basically as a way to say like, hey, watch out, we are much bigger than you and we'll probably win. So don't mess with us. And we indeed don't want to mess with them, so we're going to keep on going here down the savannas a bit. Past the Cape Buffalo, kind of walking up towards us, you might see a couple of gemsbok there, the silver antelopes with the striking black and white faces. Got one of them getting a little bit closer to us so we can see the markings on their face, which this is actually going to be their intimidation to help ward off predators and threats. It's called a threat mask. It does kind of look like they are wearing a mask. Helping to elongate their horns and camouflage their side-facing eyes. Dark stripe goes right over their eyeballs, a way to hide it, try to trick that predator into thinking they don't have that side-facing prey eye, and that their horns are oh so long and very scary. Some with their own black and white markings that they've got themselves are off to the right here, not on their faces, but their legs. If you're towards the front of the train, go ahead and kind of look over your right shoulder a bit. You're sitting backwards, it's great view right now. But these guys here are the Somali wild ass. And yes, that is their real name, I promise. And they are possibly the most endangered species we'll encounter here today on the Africa Tram. They are critically endangered in the wild. It is thought that only a couple hundred or so of them are left remaining. Facing many threats in the wild, like droughts and famines and civil unrest and poaching, loss of land, things of that nature. But it's places like these safari parks that can give these species a fighting chance. And there has been over 40 of them born over the years here at the park. And we're actually only one of 5 zoos in the United States to have them, so it's really awesome and special that they are here with us. You may have noticed a little bit past them and up on the hillside, we got doing the dromedary camel, the icon. And we're going to be waving goodbye to Dune and everyone else here for a little bit, heading up to more forested section. Up the hill we call Central Africa. And I cannot stop as we boogie on up the hill. So just have your eyeballs peeled and cameras at the ready for anything you might see along the way. As we are climbing up towards the top of the hill here, we're going to be pulling onto this bridge up ahead, which is going to give us a fantastic view of all the beautiful landscapes that we have been driving through. The savannas. If we look from here down to kind of where we started, there's the water down there, that big pond. That's about 100 acres that we're looking at right now. So the San Diego Zoo could fit inside of what we're looking at to our left here. Kind of to give you a scale on how large this place is, because this is obviously only a small fraction of the safari park. You could fit up to 18 San Diego zoos in all of these safari parks, since we are those 1,800 acres. 18 San Diego zoos times about 100 acres of the zoo equals us. So it's kind of a crazy scale of reference here, what we're looking at. Also, what we're looking at here on the right-hand side is the African forest. As well as around us, we can see the beautiful coastal sage scrub on the hillsides.
Look at the tail.
A bit higher here on the other side, you can see that native habitat surrounding us. It is that kind of slightly crispy looking stuff you see up on the hillsides, and it may not look like too much, but it doesn't quite get the credit that it does and should deserve. Because being here in San Diego County, we're in the most biodiverse county in the continental U.S. We're considered to be a biodiversity hotspot. Hotspots are found all around the world in certain locations, not just here. There's a lot of biodiversity going on with these given areas, lots of plant life found here and nowhere else. So once that all goes away, it's essentially irreplaceable. And biodiversity, if that all goes away, as could we, because biodiversity is what makes life here on Earth possible for you and me. So incredibly important that we help protect it, which is why we do have those 900 or so acres dedicated to protecting the coastal sage scrub around us here at the park. So oftentimes you'll see a lot of native animals calling the safari park home as well, and even mule deer walking along the tram path with us or down in the parking lot if you're heading out for the day. So before we get too much further here, and I keep going on about the Southwest Hub, we got some scrubby zebra down below us. You may have already spotted them or striped them. Whatever it is you do with zebras, I guess it's not really right to spot them when they've got stripes. I guess that's how it works. The scrubby zebra, they're going to be the largest species of zebra with descendants of stripes of all zebra species. And if you've ever wondered if the zebras are black with white stripes, or white with black stripes, we like to say they're indeed black with white stripes because even under their white hair, that skin is still a dark gray color throughout. So like I was saying, back to the southwest region here after our quick little zebra interlude. The native habitat of the coastal sage scrub that we do see around us, there is thought to be only about 15, that is 15% of it remaining from what was originally here. That remains undeveloped still, making it the second most endangered ecosystem in the United States, just behind the Hawaiian rainforest, which is mostly due to habitat loss from human expansion. Along with habitat loss, oftentimes, unfortunately, also is going to come loss of species as well.